Hey everyone, and welcome to Race City Marine. Today we're going to take you on a tour of one of our brand new boats. This is our 2026 Super Air Nautique G23. If you have any questions on this boat or the rest of our new or used inventory, take a look at our contact information down in the description. So this G series is finished off in anthracite metal flake. You'll also notice mystic white for the lower section of the hull, and then you'll notice more mystic white for the interior upholstery along with some of the gray accents. And then there's also titanium gray for the sea deck flooring. Now at the back of this G series, you'll notice underneath the platform there's the telescoping ladder, so this makes it easier to enter and exit, along with having a grab handle located at the top. Now also underneath, there's the integrated surf pipe exhaust. This is going to not only provide the boat with a quieter ride, but it will take all those fumes and put them deep into the prop stream. This boat is also equipped with the steering thruster, so you can pivot this boat. It's very beneficial for docking situations as well as getting your rider. There's also the NCRS wave plate to help further the trim of the boat. And then on both sides, you'll see NSS. This is Nautique Surf System. These plates are integrated into the hull and they will protrude slightly to really help further shape that wave for your left-footed and your right-footed riders. Now on the top of the platform, there's also cup holders on both sides, and you'll notice too the rear transom facing seats. So you have a place to hang out at the back of this boat, and you also have a head unit for your JL audio, so that way you can adjust the tunes as well. Now as we work our way to the interior for this G series, you'll notice there's an evenly stepped transom walkthrough, making it very easy to enter and exit. And there's also more of the sea deck material on this transom seat, so you don't have to step on any of the upholstery. Now on both sides of this walkthrough, you have controls to open up the lockers here, where you have a lot of storage space. You'll notice they're lined with the sea deck material, and this boat has a subfloor ballast. So all of those hard tanks are underneath, providing you with that ample amount of storage space. And once you have both of those out of the way, you can open up the engine hatch, where this boat is powered by the PCM ZZ6. This has about 450 horsepower. So definitely plenty of power to get this boat up on plane, even with a fully weighted ballast and everyone on board. Now coming back to this transom seat, you have one location that you can lock this in, and you have this bench style seat. So that way you can catch all that action behind the boat and then easily fold this back up. Now for the rest of the wraparound seating, some of these cushions are on hinges. So you'll notice that you can open this up, where this storage goes into those rear lockers. So you can place in some longer items like skis or any items like that. You will notice too, behind the driver's seat, you have another rear facing seat, so you can lock that backrest up. And you can also do that on this passenger side as well, where in front of that you have the same storage that goes into those rear lockers. Now with that backrest up, you have this leg cut out, so you can sit comfortably like this, or you can have it in the lower position, and now you have another rear facing lounger to face backwards. Now you can also lift up the backrest behind that, where there's the sub for the JL audio, integrated wastebasket, you have some battery access, and then a ton of interior storage there. Now there's also a locking glove box, which has a transparent window on one side, and you'll notice you have a heater control for your passenger, several auxiliaries, and 2 wireless charging pads, which is nice to see. Now this boat also comes with a hidden cooler, so that's located underneath the floor as well, and it matches this boat very nicely. This compartment also has a drain plug, so you could remove the cooler and you have a larger area if you need it. Now working our way to the race-inspired helm seat, this does have an adjustable bolster, so if you need that added height. And with this leg cutout, you can actually sit comfortably sideways in the seat, which is a really cool design. So you can watch your rider, you can talk to everyone on the boat, and still, of course, keep your eyes facing forwards. And then once you're facing forwards, you have the bolstering support and a really nice design for the steering wheel here to make it nice and comfortable. Now over on this right side, we have the controls for the tower. So we have the power operation and then up and down. With this telescoping tower, you can use it fully up or fully down. So on those early mornings or late afternoons with the low sun, you can easily adjust this tower and still use it. You'll notice too, up top, there's also additional surf pockets. There's the ski pylon along with the navigation light. And underneath, there's even more storage pockets where you have that mesh design there, so you could place in some wet items if needed. And there's also massive tower speakers on both sides. And you'll notice too, the bimini is fixed, so you have a lot of interior shade from that sun. So with it all the way down, this is also beneficial for towing, trailering, or if you happen to go under a low bridge, you can easily put it in this lowest position. And with it all the way down at 5'10", I can still walk pretty comfortably up underneath. So very functional again for your day out on the water. Now this boat also has a really nice design for these new swivel board racks where you have 3 different areas you can lock them into place, and they are spring assisted to accommodate several size boards, and a really nice ergonomical design. And when you have them all the way out, all of the water is going to drip outside the boat, of course, which is great to see. Now as we work our way back to this massive armrest, you have some controls for that link pan array screen, volume tuning, some other rider profiles and shortcuts. There's also wireless charging along with the throttle control. You get a cup holder with storage along with your battery on off switch. There's also a little bit of storage right in between your start, stop, and horn. And then with this touchscreen system, you can go through quite a lot. You can look at your wave shape, pull up that awareness camera in the back. You can get into your music, all of your ballast settings. There's a lot more vitals. You can also get into the navigation, and you have some more diagnostics that you can go through. Now there's also an area you can place the drain plug. You get a little bit of storage and a heater up top. There's also a side door to that wastebasket that I showed earlier. And then working your way to the bow, there's also an air dam, and you can close the windshield for those cooler days. Now at the bow of this G, this is pretty spacious. You could have 3 or 4 people up here very comfortably. You'll notice too that the gunnel here has more SeaDek material on it, but it also angles down. So from the driver's seat, when you're on plane, this is going to provide you with a lot more visibility over the front of the bow. There's several cup holders, speakers, auxiliaries too, and you have a few different configurations for these seats. Now on both sides, these are on hinges, so you can easily open them up. It's lined with SeaDek material, so that way you can place in some smaller items and keep them nice and clean. You'll notice too that there's this removable bow filler cushion where you can completely remove it, or you can flip it upside down and now you have a nice filler cushion. Or you can also remove this one too, and you can have a step through the bow there. So just depending on what you're doing for the day, you have a lot of nice options to go through. But that is going to wrap it up for one of our brand new boats, our 2026 Super Air Nautique G23. If you have any other questions on this boat or the rest of our inventory, again, take a look at our contact information down in the description, and we look forward to seeing you all out on the water.